And it's GButterfly, and I'm coming to you live from the parking lot, like I always do. Well, there was a story that was going around on TikTok, I guess, for the last couple of days. I just saw a snippet of it this morning when I was getting ready for work. And it got me to thinking. There was this lady who went to either drop her child off or pick him or her up at the bus stop. Mind you, the mom had on a bonnet. You know, that's a topic all in itself. And she had on a t-shirt and what looked like panties, or very, 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 very tiny shorts. But again, to me, they look like they could have been panties. So when I saw this, you know, all kind of things went through my mind. But 4 things really stood out to me. One is, where's the self-respect? I don't know. Maybe everybody was just raised differently. But I can remember being raised, and my parents always said that we had to take pride in our appearance when we stepped outside of the house. You know, and I was looking at some of the comments, and there were ladies in the comments. Well, I'm assuming they were ladies in the comments that were saying that they don't even like to go to their mailbox, which is in front of their home, if they're not decent and pulled together. One lady made a comment that she's, you know, apprehensive how she goes outside just to get her Amazon packages from the front door. And I fully understood what they were saying. But that's just how I was raised. And that was what was instilled in us, that you have to take pride in your appearance. You have to take pride in how you present yourself to the world. So that was one thing. And the next thing I thought about was how the child must feel having a parent that will drop them off or pick them up that was dressed in sleep clothes for the most part. But when I thought about it, I said, okay, well, maybe the child doesn't see anything wrong with it because they may see their parents in that state on a regular basis. So for them, it's the norm. For us, it's like, what in the whole hell? You know what I mean? So that's something that crossed my mind. Another thing that crossed my mind when I was looking at this picture was, is the mother not thinking about the impact this is going to have on the child for years to come? And I say that because I can remember things that happened in elementary school or middle school that happened with students that I knew. And that shit still ring in my head. And I'm 55, almost 56 years old. So you never forget. And when you kind of see that person, for whatever reason, it'll pop up in your head. So just imagine that child 20 years from now, when they see classmates, the classmates think, man, your mama came and picked you up in panties. You know how kids kind of just hoorah each other and just pick on each other, even if it's just in a playful manner. That still is going to hurt on some level for the child. At least I would think it would. You know, I could be wrong, but I could be right. Now, and the next thing I thought about, I told y'all I thought about 4 things. Could this woman possibly have some type of mental issue going on where she doesn't really know what she's doing? Could there be some type of substance abuse that she's not fully aware of what she's doing, how she's doing it, and just struggling with some things, possibly mentally, and don't see anything wrong with just picking up the child in underwear, for lack of a better term? But I said, oh, come on, people, we got to do better. And there was some people in the comments didn't see anything wrong with it. I saw a lady did a stitch, I want to say, or a duet or something like that say she goes to her child's school in her robe to sign her in for school. And what the hell? But, you know, people do things. We living in a different world. That's all I can say. We are definitely living in a different world. And sometimes I feel like it's going to shit, to be quite honest. But if you let me know if you've seen that story floating around TikTok or even Instagram. And the t-shirt was up over the butt. So that's what I think caused all of the social media madness that's going on behind it. But just let me know. You know, I've always prided myself on presenting myself in a certain way in front of my children, to the public. Let me know. Maybe it's just how I was raised. Let me know how were you raised? What do you think when you see something like that? Y'all get in the comments and let me know. And you know what I got to do? Get in the building and go make the donuts. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.